Hi, welcome back to Leslie Crafts and welcome back to another one of my craft fair ideas. These are all over YouTube. None of these are my ideas, but I just thought I would include them because these are going to be what I will be selling over Christmas. I have got a few stalls and I am going out of area to get them, so I am doing a huge risk with going out of area because obviously I've got extra petrol and everything else to do, but I feel that within my area I've exhausted them, and I just want to try and see if my stuff does sell, and I know it will sell, but within my area they are quite picky. So without further ado and without the rest of the bitching, today we are doing lip balm holders. Now these here I thought were a real bargain on the internet, and I ordered 50, I only got 25, so I phoned up, I complained, and they were very good. They refunded my money. It was through Amazon, so you've got that Amazon. I've always been wary with Amazon. I have bought through Amazon before, but I couldn't fault them when I phoned them up, and I explained that I ordered 50, I only got 25, and for the price they did work out to be quite good. So if you do order these from Amazon, they are for 50. They work out at 37p each. So I'm going to be selling mine for £2, and I'm going to sell, there we go, got the label on already, so I'll be selling mine for £2 and 2 for £3.50. So that seems a lot of I could upsell, but at the end of the day, if you can't get these online, then your lip balms are quite expensive, so you've got to merge that in. I've only got 25. I've got to go out and buy some more because I want to fill this whole tray with lip balms, and I am doing them in Christmas paper because these are like stocking fillers. The same with the nail files. The wrapping will just get chucked. So, and it's already wrapped for putting into a stocking and everything else. So if you got that and that, then you know that's a cute little gift within itself. So yeah, so my idea is to fill all of that up, and obviously I have got my eye on a couple of others. So when I get some more free money in, I'll be paying for that, but I just thought I will show you what they are. So I base my paper on 50, so you need 12 sheets of 12 by 12 paper for 50 of them. So and you need to cut your DSP by 5 by 3.5 inches by 5 inches. And then you need some ribbon to tie them off with, and the sentiment, I'm still using the Peaceful Dear Sweet from Stampin' Up because I think this is a perfect sentiment for Christmas. And you can use, there's quite a few different ones you can use, or just use the ones you've got in your stash. So I'll be looking out more Christmas stamps which I've got in the past and never used. So you know, but at the moment this is the one I'm using, so yeah. So so basically you've just got DSP, your sentiment, your ribbon, and your lip balms. So these are really quick and easy to make, and you can make a lot in one go. So I have got, so how many have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 12. So I've already cut these papers down So if you're into mask making, this is a great project for you, and there's not that much scoring to do, and everything else. So, and again, this is a project you can do over time. You know, you can start them early, get your scraps ready in the year, put them in a box, and then over time just buy your stuff. So when it comes to Christmas, you're not, or September, October, November, you're not forking out on lots of stuff for your craft fairs because you've already got it. So that's what I'm going to be doing next year. I'll be doing, excuse me, I've still got this cold. It's the same day I've been filming everything, so I would have got rid of it by then. So next year I'll be buying stuff like lip balms and other bits and pieces well in advance, so when it comes to making up the craft fair things, I've already got them and I can put them to one side and everything else. So that is my idea for next year. So on your 5-inch side, you want to make sure that it is the way you want it. I'm not going to have the words on this one. So at 5 inches, you want to score it at 3/4 of an inch, and that is your base. And then on the 3.5 inch side, you want to score it at 1.5 inches and 3. That's all you're scoring. So again, make sure you've got the way you want it: 3/4, 1.5 and 3. So 3/4, 1.5 and 3. And you can do these in birthday paper, you can do them in, so these are good for little gifts if you're doing a girls' party, hen do, if you want to give them lipsticks and stuff like that. So honestly, these don't have to be Christmas related. I'm just doing Christmas paper because it is Christmas fairs and everything else. I think my last fair now is the 22nd of December, which some people might think I am really stupid in doing, but I'm still working. I work right up until the end of December. So doing a craft fair to me is still a job, and people still go out and buy, especially last minute presents. So come come my last fair, if I suddenly realise I don't have a lot left, I have got quick ideas to do. So I'm not too worried. So just crease these lines just like so. So so I've got when I book them, I've got a couple in Weston-super-Mare. I've got a couple in Bristol. I have one local so far, and they have put the table prices up, which I can sort of understand because of everything. So I've just had to be careful with with everything. So I'm just going to put that to one side because we don't need that book now. And now it's called Hunt the Tape. So you want to put double-sided tape on your 1/2 inch strip on down the side, all the way down the side. You want to do this. So you could do this to this step. You could score them all, get all the tape on, and then you can go, well, I don't need to do anything now until you know, I start getting ready and packing, you know, getting the stuff made and ready for the crapper. So again, these are ideas where you could do, you know, early on and still have them ready to go. Things you can even leave them like that. That's how, you know, quick and simple that they do. So, and these would be great for co-workers if you're into doing co-worker gifts. I tend to do something for my co-workers. Last few years I've done tags and stuff. I'm not too sure what to do this year because obviously I've got male co-workers as well as female co-workers, so I don't think they'll appreciate what do you call it, nail files or lip balms, unless they want to be cheaper and get them for the wives, you know, which I know one or two people would be quite cheap in my group, in my colleague place. Okay, so you've got them all like that, and the next thing you want to do is you want to squeeze them, and then just squeeze where the score line is, so you want to make it into a little square. So squeeze them together doing that. I will be doing some sweetie makes as well. I just got to wait to get, you know, the spare cash in. So what I want to do is also anything I make this year I want to keep separate so I can invest again in next year's stuff, so I'm not using the family money to buy my stuff. So, and then you just want to cut down all the lines you've done. So again, as you've seen, I'm doing one step on all of them because this is the fastest way to do it. So, and I think that this is, you know, these are just so quick, easy to do. Everything else. So, do you know when totally off camera, actually, I'll save that story to another one because these are quick steps. So you just want to fold them in among themselves to make, you know, the base. So, and I tend to glue these two flaps down. I don't do all three of them. So, there we go. So then I just get my bone folder and I just push down just to make sure that it's stuck. And these will also be good little thank you gifts for my customers for Stampin' Up. So, you know, you might receive these over the, you know, next few months as little thank you gifts. So, yeah. So, you know, I can't tell you how many to make. You have to make that judgment yourself. But you've also got to think of where you're selling. So if you're selling in a school fair, you want to make sure that you've got some kid friendly stuff, like pocket money stuff for them to buy for their mums. So, you know, it might not look like a lot of profit, but I would rather give a chance for a young child who's got like a fiver to spend on their grandparents and parents, then, you know, they can get them a little lip balm or a little nail file, and they still think that they've, you know, they've gone out and they've got their money and they've spent it. And you know, I've got something in my Halloween series which is great if you're doing school craft fairs, so keep an eye out for that. I will be doing them on here as well. And those are great for craft fairs. I've done them in the past and I have sold out on them. So, and you've just got to price it right. Too low, people won't buy it. Too high, people won't buy it. So it's that case of having to do your maths and working out how much you want to sell it for, how much profit you want to sell it for as well. So, and then all you do is just pop these in. So I've seen some aloe vera ones as well, which I might get as well, purely, and I'm not necessarily saying which colours in what, because I think most people wouldn't mind. So there you go, so that's the lip balms in there, and then you just need to get a hole puncher. Now I've got my We Are Memory Keepers one, and you can still do this one on the inside, and then you just want to punch holes in. Might be easier once, but if they're not in them, but take them out and do them, it's going to be easier. I knew I had one spare. There we go. So I've got my setting down to a setting where I know I can punch them and it's not going to obstruct the lip balm with the ribbon or anything like that. So also these are great for teacher gifts, if you want to give your little one, you know, something just to pop in to their teacher. You know, you could do a little set, you can do like a little nail file, one of these, you know, anything else you want, you know, some chocolates. I was never big for teacher gifts, well, with my kids anyway, because most of the teachers were naff. Yeah, so maybe that's why my kids didn't get taught properly, because I didn't give them teacher gifts, maybe. So you just want to grab some ribbon and then poke it through both holes. It will go through, you just have to manipulate. Big word for Saturday morning. Manipulate these. There we go. And then you just want to pull it. So, and if they want to hang it onto a Christmas tree, then they just need to add some string to it. And then that's it. Ooh, excuse my tummy. I have eaten this morning. So, yeah, at the moment the UK is into panic buying again. and I desperately need fuel, but I refuse to sit in a line of traffic for fuel because I really don't have enough fuel to do that. I'm one of these people who will leave the last minute to buy fuel anyway, but you know, it's the British tabloids which make people panic buy, and you know, and if they didn't, then everybody would go around their own business being perfectly happy. So, you know, next minute they'll be saying, oh, you know, the cows aren't producing enough milk for everybody, which is silly because cows will still produce milk. And to be honest with you, we've still got fuel. We've got enough fuel in the country apparently to last a bit. And, you know, and it's not like we've seen fuel prices go down in the last couple of years. They've always gone up. So, I am not. I'd be peeved with paying more for my fuel. But that's just personal peeve, you know. Because it's like places like Saudi and all of that, which are saying that we're running low on fuel, and we're not. It's just they want to bump the prices up. So yeah, so yeah, but that's my moan of the day over with. So yep. So I've also got eventually I'll have a friend coming over who does resin work, and I really want to start doing resin. I have got moulds for resin, but they just won't set, so I'm not too sure what I'm doing wrong. So I sort of asked her, you know, so I can get the stuff in, get the right PPP on and everything else. And obviously I know that I can only do when the kids are at school because of the fumes and everything else, so I'm quite happy with that. And also, if I eventually get out into my shed or my garage, I can do it up there, and then obviously it will take a few days to dry because obviously the garage, you know, in the winter it gets cold and damp. But if I make sure that the sort of dried area and stuff like that, then I will be fine. So I can't wait for her to come over so we can have a good old chat, put the world to right, and I can help her and she can help me. So that is my, you know, exciting news. Not really exciting, but it's news. So to add these little sentiments on, I have got some glue dots. Now I did have them, and I had them with these, but I have children and they like coming in here and messing around with my stuff. So I found glue dots I've got loads of them and I don't use them otherwise. What's that condition where you think you've put stuff down and you're having Alzheimer's? No, joking. So it's really annoying because I know I had them. It's a big roll of them as well. It's not something I can miss. Oh well, never mind. Go to plan B, which is good old double-sided tape. And you just want to put these down down the middle. I'm not too sure, I'm not too worried about which colours or which, really. So There we go. And then all I do is obviously either take your glue dots off or your double-sided tape, and then just push them on. And then that's it. You can add Nuvo drops if you want to. With these, I'm not bothering. But yeah. So I just find that these are nice, quick, easy projects you can do, and you know, if you sell them for this year and they really go, you know that, you know, you can redo it for next year, and you can get them semi-prepped. You could even get it to this stage without the ribbon in. So all you have to do, literally, is put in your lip balm and tie your ribbon on, and that's it. All you would have to do. So that is today's craft fair project. So a little bit longer than last time, but yeah. So that's how quick we've done 7. So that's how quick you can do them. And literally, again, all I'm doing with them is I'm having them all in the same area, and I'm just making sure that they're all in. Oops. You know, standing up. So my idea is to have this absolutely full. So, you know, with a by 1 or by 2, then I'll have enough if people are buying 2 or more, really. So that's it so far. And I can just rearrange them. And if you want to make sure that these stop from opening up, you can just stick a little bit of sellotape on. So, and then everything goes on there. So yeah. So that's like the product, the wrapping, and then this is what it looks like all the way done. So yeah. So that is another craft fair project which you can do, and it's a, you know, quick little make, and you know, we do sell. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching. If you're liking this series, please give me a thumbs up, think about subscribing and everything else, and we'll look forward to another craft fair project. Okay, thank you now, bye.